I'm Christine Gormley, and this is an OU Nightly weather brief. We are going to see an elevated risk for fire tomorrow afternoon. It's very dry out there. We haven't had a lot of rain. Dew points are very low, and we're going to have gusty winds tomorrow from the south. But we will have a cold front move through that will alleviate some of this dry weather Saturday evening into Sunday morning. These are our rain totals that we're expecting to see with this front. Not very much rain for most of the state, almost an inch down in southwest Oklahoma, but in the northern part, barely, just over an inch. But tonight our lows are going to be in the 40s and 50s, 53 for Oklahoma City, 52 here in Norman, and 50s and 40s throughout the state. And then 80s tomorrow, 82 for Norman, 87. 85 and 86 for the eastern parts of the state. And then for our game day forecast for Saturday, we're going to see temperatures in the 80s. It's going to be a little bit warmer ahead of that front, but we're going to stay dry for the game, so don't worry about that too much. But our winds are going to be a little breezy from the southwest, about 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then this is what that front is going to do. We're going to see most of our rain Sunday morning, and then it'll start to taper off Sunday afternoon, but then temperatures are going to be in the 60s starting off the week. This has been an OU Nightly weather brief. Stay tuned at 4:30 on the weekdays. Good night. But here right now it is 74 degrees in Duncan with an east and northeast wind of 7 miles per hour. And like I said, those dew points are a little high this morning, but they will kind of decrease as we go throughout the day. But this is that dry air mass that is just over us right now and the moisture surrounding us. So we're dry today and tomorrow and really until our next slight chance of rain Wednesday and Thursday morning. But for most of the day, it'll be mostly sunny and dry for most places. These are just slight chances. But today, 101 degrees for your high, 71 degrees for your low tonight. We are staying dry today, sunny, wear that sunscreen, those sunglasses. Here's an hour-by-hour forecast of your Sunday today, 101 by this afternoon. Those winds are going to stay light from the east and northeast, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Lots of sunshine, hot temperatures. Take those heat safety tips and limit your time out in the sun. And here are the dew points that we're going to be looking at for the next several days. They're going to be starting out in the morning, upper 60s, lower 70s, and then by the afternoon drop down into the 50s and mid to lower 60s. So those feels like temperatures for the next several days are going to be kind of minimum. Today in the afternoon around peak heating time, these are what pretty close to our highs today. 102 for our feels like temperatures here in Lawton, 106 in Frederick, 105 in Altus and Vernon, just a few degrees above our highs today. I mean, still hot. It is still very, very hot, but those feels like temperatures are still going to be that tomorrow. These are feels like temperatures for our highs are pretty much around here, 104 for your high tomorrow for Monday, but it's still hot even though our feels like temperatures are around our air temperature. I mean, it's still pretty warm, but here are some tips and safety precautions. Take frequent breaks from the sun, stay hydrated. Heat exhaustion is very common with these temperatures. I mean, it gets a little dangerous when you're outside and you need to stay hydrated, and remember to never leave children and pets in the car. If you're running errands, don't forget about the kiddos in the back seat. But tonight's lows are going to be 70, 71 degrees for Lawton, 73 in Frederick and Vernon. And tomorrow, triple digits again. We're going to warm up slightly. 104 for our high today, or for tomorrow in Lawton, 105, 106 for counties in northwest Texas, and still lots of sunshine, lots of dry air, and this is kind of what we're going to look at. That heat dome is about to move off and we're going to see a cold front, and this is what our chance of rain is with that possibly Wednesday and Thursday. Very isolated chance of rain, and going into the second week or the second half of July, we're going to be pretty warm again. And here's the rest of your week. Lots of sunshine until some partly cloudy skies roll through Wednesday. 99 degrees for your high on Wednesday, but then we're back up into the triple digits by the end of the week, and starting off the weekend, 102 degrees for Saturday. I'm Christine Gormley, and this is an OU Nightly weather brief. Tonight we are going to be a little chilly. We're going to be below average, 42 degrees with those winds being from the south about 5 to 10 miles per hour. We're clear, we're drying out tonight and into tomorrow with those lighter winds. Here is what our temperatures are going to be like tomorrow. 67 degrees, a little bit warmer than it was today. We're still a few degrees below average. Average for this time of year is about 69 for our highs, but we'll see 60s across Oklahoma for your Wednesday. And like I said, we'll be drying out, so we will be drying out, so there won't be any rain for your Wednesday. Here's an hour by hour of what to look out for tomorrow. 40s in the morning, might want to take a light jacket, but 60s in the afternoon. Sunny skies tomorrow, maybe partly cloudy here and there, but we do have another chance of rain Thursday evening into Thursday night into Friday morning. This is what it looks like later in the night, Thursday night. More of a chance here for Norman and Oklahoma City. It's going to start in the southwest, make its way over here. Here's what our future rain totals look like after that. 0.32 inches is what we're seeing after this. Possibly, this is one scenario of what we could be seeing, but here's the rest of look at what our next several days are going to look like. 57 for Friday and Saturday. It will cool things off, and then 60s, 69 for Monday, and then we're back up into the 70s on Tuesday with sunny skies. This has been an OU Nightly Weather Brief. Stay tuned at 4:30 live on the weekdays. Good night. Nightly weather brief. Here are our temperature changes for the last 24 hours. We have decreased 9 degrees from yesterday, Panhandle, a little bit warmer today, and also windier up there. We have this drought monitor that came out today, and it's not looking too good for areas in the south. East side of Oklahoma and central, with exceptional to or extreme to severe drought across the state. And with that, we have burn bans here in this area where you saw that severe drought. And also we have dry conditions. Dew points are in the 30s and 40s, and our wind gusts are pretty high up in the Panhandle, causing there to be an elevated fire danger. We're dry here, but in other parts of the country, it is not dry at all. There's a lot of rain that Florida got from the hurricane that hit yesterday. Hurricane Ian hit as Category 4. It's going to hit as a Cat 1 in the Carolinas, bringing 4 to 7 feet of storm surges into that area. Lows tonight 50s and 60s across the state, with highs tomorrow in the 80s, a few degrees warmer for some people over in western parts of the state. But here's our 7-day. We're staying in the 80s with a few clouds next week. Well, right now in Medicine Park, the sun is rising. Sunrise was at 6:29, and right now it is 87 degrees with winds at 19 miles per hour. Wind gusts are 23 miles per hour, and those dew points are a little high this morning, so it's humid and muggy as you walk out the door later on. But today's highs for your Sunday: 101 here in Lawton, 102 in Frederick, 103 in Vernon, and 100 in Archer City. And for an hour-by-hour forecast of what your Sunday looks like, we're lots of sunshine today, and we're dry for for pretty much all day today, and we're going to be in the 90s by this afternoon, by lunchtime, and then going into early this afternoon, and in the evening we're going to hit that high of about 102, 103 degrees today, and those winds are going to stay light from the east northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour by this afternoon. And the dew points for today, it will start out pretty high, 71, 69 degrees for, well, that's for tomorrow morning. In the mornings, they're a little higher, but it will start out high today, but then kind of decrease this afternoon. And these are our winds today, pretty light from the northeast, gusting maybe about 15 miles per hour by this afternoon. I'll have more on what to expect starting out your work week, and more on that coming up here in a couple of minutes. Well, yesterday a cold front came through the area, and it is making its way through still this morning, and it will start heading towards Texas here. Here's what our rain was yesterday: almost an inch and a half in Walters, 0.46 for Lawton, 0.55 for Frederick. So we saw some rain with that cold front yesterday that brought us some slightly cooler temperatures. Temperatures dropped down into the 80s last night once it started to rain here in Lawton. But since this whole year, it's July, and we have hit 18 days of 100 degrees or above. Last year we only hit 3 days of that, to put that into perspective, and we've only hit we've had 8 consecutive days of 100s or above so far for this season. And for the rest of your day today, we're looking, I mean, it's not going to change. Triple digits again today and tomorrow, and we're going to hit upper 90s next week, and we're going to see a few more triple digits at least for the next several days. 102 today, 103 is your high, 90s today. Winds are going to be light from the northeast. Lots of sunshine today, mostly sunny skies. And our feels like temperatures today: 104 for Lawton, 103 in Frederick. So over 100 degrees, and we do have some excessive heat. We have excessive heat warnings in north or southeast counties, but for the most part, we're in a heat advisory for today. So take frequent breaks, stay hydrated. Remember to never leave children and pets in the cars while you're out running errands. Just remember that sunscreen today. And I mentioned that front earlier, and this is kind of what it looks like right now. It's moving south, and this rain is also going to move south with it. It's going to move, and this afternoon there's some isolated chances of rain for North Texas, and I'm going to say 10% chance of rain this afternoon for spotty showers and pop-up showers for southern counties, mainly south of the Red River, just in case any pop-up showers come up with this front moving in, and this is kind of what it looks like down here by this evening. We're going to see some pop-up showers that could kind of go into the southeast counties this afternoon, this evening. Very slim chance, but it could happen, and those clouds are also going to move out by this afternoon and this evening. It'll be a little cloudy as you walk out the door this morning for some places, but we're going to be mostly sunny for today. And here's what we're looking at future-wise for temperatures. We're going to get a little bit closer to our average of 96 degrees by midweek, but we're going to be above average for the most part in a few hundreds this next week. But for the most part, we're slightly cooler, and this is kind of what it looks like long term. Our high pressure system is going to be over us, this ridge keeping us dry and hot. That's going to start to move out to the west, and another cold front is going to kind of come through. It's kind of going to nick the state of Oklahoma. By the time it comes through Monday night into Tuesday, and Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning is where we're going to see the best chance of rain, mainly for Wednesday morning. But here's the highs for your Sunday for tomorrow: 101 here in Lawton, 102, 103. So we're seeing triple digits for the rest of the weekend. And here's your planner for tomorrow. Those winds are going to stay light from the northeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Lots of sunshine, mainly dry for tomorrow, but we're still going to be hot. That's still the main story for today, tomorrow, and next week. Look at these temperatures: 104 Monday, 100 Tuesday, 98 a little bit on Wednesday, a little cooler, back into the upper 90s if you call that cool. 20% chance of rain for the morning, and then we're going to keep seeing triple digits all the way up into the weekend. I'm Christine Gormley, and this is an OU Nightly weather brief. We had a cold front move through today. It's going to continue to move through this evening and tonight. And here's what those chances of rain looks like later on in this evening and overnight tonight. Most of the rain and the bulk of the rain is going to be a little bit north of Ardmore. In southern Oklahoma, we will see maybe some spotty showers in south of Oklahoma City and Tulsa tonight, going into tomorrow, into your Friday. But that will move out of the way, but we will still have clouds moving through the area tomorrow, and it will be cold tomorrow. It'll be in the 40s tomorrow, and we'll even see some chance for some wintry precip tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, I should say. And I don't think this is going to have lots of accumulation, but because the surface is still going to be pretty warm tomorrow for this, but the upper levels are still very cold, and it's cold enough to support this type of precip. But tonight our lows are going to be in the 30s, 38 degrees here in Norman, hard freeze in the Panhandle, 44 for highs for your Friday, and then 30 degrees for your low on Saturday for your Norman low, and 18 degrees up in the Panhandle. So lots of cold weather coming through with this. We also have our next chance for wintry precip Monday, 50% chance. We're going to be in the 40s all next week. So stay tuned Monday through Friday on the weekdays at 4:30. This has been an OU Nightly weather brief. I'm Christine Gormley, and this is an OU Nightly weather brief. So in November, we started off very warm. It was above average. Average is about 57. For November, we were in the upper 70s, but then temperatures quickly plummeted down below average. We were about 2.7 degrees below average for the month of November. We were even above normal for our rain totals and whatnot. So that's really great because we need the rain. This is what our latest drought monitor looks like. Southeastern Oklahoma, which had a lot of that rain, is now just dry, abnormally dry, and just marginal, moderate, I should say, drought down there. So that's really good for southeastern Oklahoma. We still need the rain here in the metro, but here's what we're looking for the first night in December. 44 degrees for your lows tonight, 43 in Oklahoma City going into tomorrow. We will have above normal temperatures for tomorrow, upper 60s, some 70s here in Oklahoma, above average, and then a cold front will move through for your Saturday. We'll be in the 40s, 45, 50 for Lawton, and those winds will be picking up into your Saturday. We will also have rain with this cold front too. Saturday evening into Saturday night into Sunday morning, it will be mostly for southern parts of Oklahoma. Northern Oklahoma will stay dry, but here's looking at the rest of your week. 64 degrees on Monday, 51 on Tuesday, 48 on Wednesday, off and on chance of rain, and 45 for your Thursday. This has been an OU Nightly weather brief. Stay tuned live on the weekends. Good night.